It's the holiday season, and the 49ers are about to take on the Washington Commanders. Yes, the Commanders are traveling out to Santa Clara, and they're going to just try to deal with the red hot San Francisco 49ers. Now, if the 49ers want to win this game, they must stick to these five keys to victory. Ho, 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 and Merry Christmas. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Wayne Breezy. Welcome to the Keys to Victory, brought to you by the one and only 49ers Webzone.com. All right, now listen. I feel like the 49ers are the most dangerous team in football. They've been playing the most dangerous football for the past several weeks. They're on a 7-game win streak, and they're home ready to take on these Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders are traveling out west for a Saturday game, and I really feel like if the 49ers want to continue their win streak, they have five things that they must stick to. Let's get right down to the get down. Number one, unleash the bear. Yes, unleash the bear. Well, what I mean by unleash the bear, I'm talking about Nick Bosa. Let this guy go hamburger and cheddar on the Washington Commanders. Look, I watched the Commanders last week. They played against the Giants. You had the rookie Kayvon Thibodeau out there just wrecking shop. Now, Giants had 3 sacks in total. Kayvon only had the one, but I mean, he had 12 tackles. He was pressuring the quarterback like none other. He made Taylor Heineke look uncomfortable. So if we're talking about a rookie making a guy look uncomfortable, what in the heck is the defensive all-pro player of the year going to make Taylor Heineke look like? I think it's going to be more than uncomfortable. And I tell you what, if Nick Bosa is unleashed and this kid is getting to this quarterback, at least getting the pressures there, it's going to be a great day for the 49ers pass rush as well as the secondary. All right. And that's something that you want to take in. It's going to be one of my keys to victory when we're talking about the secondary as well. All right. So listen, unleash the bear. Let Nick Bosa go out there and play his football. Now, I know they're going to try to double him. They're going to try to chip him. They're going to try to do everything they can. And I need the referees in this particular game to sit there and just let Nick Bosa unleash. Okay. This guy's 7 games away from the sack record. There's 3 games left in the season. Look, excuse me, 7 sacks away from the sack record, and there's 3 games left in the season. And I feel like Nick Bosa will be unleashed. And if he is, it's going to be a long day for those watchers and commanders. Okay. Number 2, keep the quarterback at bay. All right. Well, what do I mean by that? Listen. 49ers struggle against mobile quarterbacks. I'm not sure why. They have been better, but they still continue to struggle. In fact, the 49ers are 0-3. All right, check these stats out. 0-3 when teams rush for over 100 yards. All right. And then they're 0-4 when mobile quarterbacks are rushing. They have, and it did look, Justin Fields got with the Bears had 99 yards, so they had under 100 yards. But Justin Fields had a bulk of those carries. And I will say this, they lost that game. They lost to Denver, Russell Wilson. They lost again to the Kansas City Chiefs, and they lost to the Atlanta Falcons before they lost to the Chiefs. And what do all those teams have in common? All of their losses have rushing quarterbacks. Listen, Taylor Heineke is not your average typical runner, but he will get outside the pocket. He will try to extend plays. And if the lanes are broken down and he can't get the ball out and there's nobody right there in front of him, he will rush. He had 3 rushing attempts for 33 yards against, okay, the New York Football Giants, which helped put them over 100 yards. Did they win the game? No. But I will say you want to make sure you keep them at bay. You don't want to give up a big play to a quarterback just running the ball, keeping the drive alive, especially on a 3rd and long. And you know the 49ers struggle on 3rd and longs when they're running quarterbacks. They're playing really good coverage, but man, if there's an assignment like in the last game where a certain player ended up just getting kind of like too deep in that, and getting caught up, outside there on the edge, and it just allowed Geno Smith to rush for 18 yards for a first down on a 3rd and 13. So the 49ers got to figure out ways to keep the quarterback at bay, keep Taylor Heineke at bay. They will have 0 problems, and that will take away from the run game, because the one thing that the Washington Commanders are going to try to do is run the ball. And I can tell you what, take away the runs from the quarterback, 49ers will have themselves a field day. Number three, speaking of takeaway, we talk about taking away. The 49ers need to continue to do what they've been doing, right? Taking away the ball. I'm talking fumbles, I'm talking interceptions, I'm just talking about takeaways, right? The 49ers are top 10 team in takeaways this year. This is something that they haven't been in several years. Now, listen, the Washington Commanders don't turn the ball over too much, but when they do turn the ball over, 49ers need to make sure they capitalize off the turnovers. And I don't mean that the defense needs to go ahead and score a touchdown off of the turnovers. No, get the ball back to your offense. Let your offense go out there and do its job. So take the ball away. You win the turnover battle, you win the game. It's super simple. Number four, boom. Look, we moving and grooving. Stay hungry. What do I mean by that? Listen, if I ask you to stay hungry, man, what's the most heaviest position in football? I would say the offensive line. I want the offensive line to continue to go out there and feast. I want that hunger inside of them to continue to burn because when the offensive line is playing great, oh man, it's all hell on earth, right? 49ers are playing some of the greatest football that we've seen with the insertion of Brock Purdy and of course some of the other pieces like Christian McCaffrey. But the offensive line has not been getting the credit that they deserve from the right side to the left. Start with Mike McGlinchey. Mike McGlinchey's been playing some of the best football he's been playing his whole career the past couple of weeks, pretty much since we inserted Brock Purdy into the starting lineup. I would say this: he still gets you a penalty game. It's still costly, but I tell you what, it's not giving up any sacks, and he's barely giving up any pressures. The right side is looking good. The middle is looking good. Congratulations to Pro Bowl alternate center Jake Brendel. All right, and then you got to get to the left side, which is the strong side, in my opinion, because when you look at the left side, you're saying you got the All Pro guy there, and I'm telling you what, man, Trent Williams. This is going to be a game for Trent Williams. If you don't know, check the history and the lineage of the Washington football, the Washington organization. They have so many different names. I'm trying to make sure I say the right name, but make sure you guys pay attention to that because they drafted Trent. They also did him a disservice. And you guys know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know, just check out the Silverback story by Trent Williams. It's all in there, as well as the stuff that's out there on social media. You can see what the Redskins did to Trent Williams, and you can see why he kindly gave them the goodbye. All right. Stay hungry, offensive line. Continue doing your job because you guys are creating the gaps in the run game. You guys are pass protecting for your quarterback, and you guys are allowing the 49ers offense to continue to make big plays in the football game. Number five, I hate to say it again. I talked about it last week, but you got to continue to let Brock rock. Okay. You got to let Brock rock, man. He's playing some of the best football that we've seen from a 49ers quarterback. And listen, Kyle Shanahan c- continues to show that he fully trusts Brock Purdy. I'll mention that play. I'll mention the term. It's called Hollywood, and I'm not talking about in LA. I'm talking about the play call that they called with the fake to the let's see, the wide receiver, the fake to the running back, and then the throw down the middle to George Kittle. We call that Hollywood. That was performed by Brock Purdy. Now I'm telling you now, if your coach doesn't trust you, you're not running that play. That was a full-on trust play. It was somewhere like a trickery type of play. It worked for a touchdown. I expect that Kyle Shanahan will continue, to trust in Brock Purdy as long as Brock Purdy keeps doing what he's doing. Now, what do I mean by let Brock rock? Just keep the training wheels off the kid and let the kid go out there and play football. He's playing, again, some of the best football that we've ever seen. Listen, 5 keys to victory. We'll recap them. Unleash the bear. Talk about Nick Bosa. You could talk about the whole daggone pass rush for all I care, but I tell you right now, Nick Bosa's on a mission. Keep the quarterback at bay. Don't let this guy, Taylor Heineke, sit out there and get outside the pocket. I have zero problems with the 49ers stopping the run game. They only give up 74.7 yards per game. They're number one against the rush defense. I tell you what made that number even that high was those 4 games against those mobile quarterbacks. Number three, take the ball away. Continue to create turnovers so that you can give more opportunities to your offense to go out there and put up points. We need that offensive line to stay hungry, keep pushing, stay aggressive. The more aggressive our offensive line is, the better that this team plays. I tell you what. And then number five, let Brock rock. Happy holidays, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy the game. Listen, it's going to be a great game. I have the 49ers winning, as you should as well. Listen, Commanders are going to come out there and put up their best fight, but I think the 49ers have more fight in them if they pay attention to these five keys to victory and they adhere to them, which means sticks to them. That means the 49ers will come out with an 8-game win streak. They'll be 11-4, and they'll be closer to the number 1 seed. Thanks for watching. To everybody over there from 49ers Webzone, we wish you a happy holidays. All right. Thank you for watching. Peace.